Holy shit! Look at that. That might change everything on that side. When they push up here, these 4 tanks will be absolutely raining down fire. we found some. Looking at this absurdity. I'd like quit. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator video. Now today, I think we're going to do something a bit similar to what we did last time, except better, because hopefully it will like turn out better and not be all like, you know, stop motion and shit. But also, I'm here live to do this rather than a post recording because I don't have the time. We're going to use a different hill this time, and we're going to make it like a multiple front sort of war. So maybe it'll split the sights of the defending forces so that they're spread thin. That's sort of the plan anyway. So I think I'm gonna like lay them out over this hill and have like a couple of forces like all lined around and see how that goes. I might cut the number in half so I don't have to use as many because these forces in numbers tend to be quite powerful, and two, my computer doesn't seem like it tends to handle it as well as it should. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So we're gonna move on with that. We're gonna make the formations wider. Maybe not that much wider, but so that it's like there's certain sections where certain things are. So I think they're the assault. Yes, if that's the right green anyway. I'm gonna get the other shotguns as yellow. Let's change that to 3 as well. Spread them thin-ish. We'll have them. Maybe we'll have them down low on this side. Then we'll have the assault troopers. Maybe we'll make them wider. Have their like range a bit wider. Going for sort of a higher positioning, I assume. But we'll see. The next shotgun's over there. The next assault, I think we'll do you wider as well. Oh, actually, maybe not. This whole section's a bit weird. Maybe these guys can be wide. They can cover a length. And these guys probably actually have to be thinner, like they were. Holding up maybe this point. And getting, trying to, why was that not selecting it? Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Yep. There we go. Now the German soldiers, which are these lads, I can go have these ones up here. We'll spread them a bit thinner too. They are going to be in this higher position. And same over on this side too. They're going to be... Though, if that's anything like... this is anything like the other place, that's a big giant rock in the way. So maybe we should put them up here instead. Because that looks like it's a clearer line of sight to down below. Now for the tanks. Is that all the tanks? Why is there only a handful? I must have left some behind. I did. How about that? Well, I'll just delete them and add them later if I feel necessary. If I feel it's necessary. So actually, you know what? I think it is gonna be necessary. So I guess we'll just do that now. 2. Oh, that's 1. That's 12. 2. 2. There we go. And we'll change that to World War II. And World War II. Sherman. Sherman. There we go. And we'll scoot them over. So we'll have one group of two situated up up here. I think we'll have this group of two. Maybe we'll have this one up here, even though it's like gonna be blocked, so that they can be attacking from sort of this awkward angle if they spawn in on that sort of section. We'll have the group of four up here in a sort of dangerous position. We'll have this group of two giving supporting fire in this sort of section. Hopefully both of them spawn in on this location. And I think we'll have this pair maybe central. I don't know if they'll do much there, but it's an odd number that I've decided to pick. Maybe they should go on this side, because technically that side's got 4. So maybe they'll be central, but we'll have them aiming towards that side. Though if that's tall, you know what, that's probably tall. So we'll actually put them on this side. Now it's 6 and 6 on each side, because there's 4 on the other side, which I just remembered. Now, for the attacking force, I think Romans have been pretty handy. 200,000. I don't think. Oh yeah, I think 200,000 works okay. The generals, 100. No, 1,000. Bullets do well against these sorts of things. General, take away 2 zeros. So we'll have this front coming in this direction, and the generals are going to go at the back, because I suspect, because they don't have much health, they just have a lot of power. So they're going to be going this way, they're going to be going this way. Where are the other generals? Where did I leave them? There, I left them there. We're going to put them at the back, and then we'll add, well, I guess we'll only add 2 more, because that's all it's going to be. I want some Roman archers, because I want some... I feel like fire support is going to be exceptionally necessary, but I'm only going to add 10,000, because it could be what changes the battle. I'm not sure. I think guns are definitely going to win, because we saw well, I don't know if anybody watched the last video, but in the last video we had zombies attack them, and 200,000 fell without. I think only 1 or 2 soldiers actually died. So it could end up being like that. The shields might do something, like they might have a better block chance than just zombies who don't have nothing. But I think for now we'll jump right in, see how it turns out. We've reduced the number of defending forces to try and avoid the outcome of absolute destruction. But we'll see. I don't even know if they'll be able to climb to the top of the hill, so this could just be a pointless exercise for the attacking force. But let's just check our numbers. I nearly got this wrong. They're team 2, and they need to be holding. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I think we'll start right now. And we're in. Let's just check to see if we've got everybody in and nobody's like been cut off by the border mechanic, if I've done it, if I've even triggered it. So they're all in. What about this side? All that side looks in, which means if all they're in, all the forces and the hill are defending. How are they looking? Interesting. They got the tanks up there. Not bad, not bad. They spawned in. What about up here? They got the tanks. Where did I put the tanks for these guys? Oh no, they had... Yeah, they had the line up here, and they had the tanks up there. I don't think any forces are going to get up there. It's quite steep. But we'll see. We'll check this side. Yeah, I was right. There was a big, giant rock in the way. I think I put tanks over there. Oh no, I moved them. Okay, so we have the backup tanks there. We have the front tanks there. These tanks are up here. There was the rock in the way, so I guess it's good that we put them here. I don't know if they'll reach. They might reach with their fire support, but we'll see. And then we got the 2 tanks there. So everything spawned in. It's looking good. I think we'll start from looking upon the hill. Try and get it all in sight. So let us begin. I thought they were on hold for a sec because they weren't moving that quick. But I think I'm just that far away. You can sort of see the forces on the hill. You can see them all spread out. That's how they're looking. The generals have already disappeared into the group. I wonder if there's only very specific angles they can get up, and if that will be a detriment to the attacking force because they're going up a hill. And they're already forming very particular lines on the left. They have very specific directions they're going. On the right side, it looks more varied, so that could be better for the right-hand side than the left side, at least from this perspective. I don't know if any shooting has begun yet. I can't really see much. I don't know if I want to get in close yet, because this is a battle of 2 fronts. Let's have a look. There's probably some shots being fired. At least gonna have a close-in look here. No, they're not that close yet, but it seems like there's a lot of natural cover as well going up the hill. This side, yeah, they've engaged on this side. The Romans are definitely doing, oh, they are thinned out and there's less of them, so they're more likely to upload. Look at that, contact's been made, so this might not be a one and done. The tanks are firing as well, so people are being shot, people are dying, but this whole force is going to hit up there, and it's looking interesting already. Shots are being fired on this side too, but they're only coming up in lines, so it's much harder. It seems like they're getting towards a point and then struggling. There's only a certain amount, but they are getting in and doing damage. I don't know if the shotgunners do damage to themselves, but it seems like they still do damage to themselves, which would be very disappointing if the shotgunners kill themselves. Because that will definitely change the course of how the battle goes. I thought that was a fixed issue. Holy shit, this side is already looking like this. Maybe the shotgunners are a detriment to themselves again, because I remember that happened in one of our battles where they were shooting themselves and damaging themselves. But I could have sworn it stopped because I did another one of a large scale, and like a large scale battle with shotgunners to test it, and they weren't dying. So yeah. Maybe it's just I didn't notice it. But yeah, they're sort of these units aren't able to fire from here yet, so this is obviously too far up. I need to check the other side because the developments happen quickly. Yeah, look at this. The shotgunners have definitely taken hit. These tanks aren't able to do as much as I thought. The shotgunners definitely seem to hold out a little bit longer, but I think that's just because the attack patterns and like a bunch of units falling and, you know, the typical stuff. But these supports, as in they're not shooting each other in the back, so they can just fire, like constantly support fire. I don't know how they're gonna go if they're gonna fire. Those tanks are well out of reach for now. This could be a overwhelming victory for the attacking force simply because the defending force shot themselves. I mean, but the tanks are still going to be like the hardest bit, if they're even going to be able to get a slice. Yeah, now we're getting up to this bit. It almost looks like a completely different battle. Like they're falling in front, and these units aren't taking themselves out, and it's the same amount. It's just a different type of attacking, and they're doing less damage to themselves, if any. Plus the fire support from up here. The riflemen with effectively with more or less like snipers compared to the other ammo, the other firing types. Oh, that looks so cool, but look how many are just falling down. Yeah, that's a cool scene. Just all the different like lines of troops running up, and like a bunch of them getting blasted down the hill. Same thing over there. This entire hill's being mobbed. Different lines of attack. I need to get a better angle of this. Get that. That's cool. This is thumbnail material right here. Defending the hill. Look at that. Yeah, it's a completely different game as soon as the attacking force is undone. This is why I had such a large force. I thought the shotgunners were really gonna break this whole attack, and they didn't. But it could still break the attack. Over here, it's probably more grim because of the limited attack angles. But they do seem to be getting in close at least a little bit. They seem to be focusing more on this line than the one coming around outside. Oh my god. But when the tanks hit like that, it's those ones up there, isn't it? If it's those ones, that's incredible. They seem to be not hitting because there's a significant more cover. Like if you're standing here, you're definitely seeing all of that, and then them popping up every now and again over on that side. How does it look from up here anyway? Are they actually shooting, or was it just another tank? I don't know. They don't seem to be shooting. Bit disappointing. How's this side going? Because I don't think it was one of those tanks that fired up there unless it was sheer luck. There is a lot going on. A lot of dead bodies falling down. Yeah, look at this. The tanks are definitely lasting the longest. I mean, look at that. You're keeping whole divisions occupied. How's this looking? Yeah, this is looking grim. For a moment, I thought there was a bit of hope because of how quickly. I mean, some of these are taking. Maybe they are. Some of them are doing damage to themselves, but it just seems. Oh no! It's the archers. It's the archers. It has to be the archers. Why didn't I not think of that before? I just saw the arrows. I forgot that Romans have archers, and I just said it out. It is probably that's doing the damage. I don't know if it's what it did. I'll have to like look at the footage after the fact. If it was like the archers in high numbers that did this, or if it was oh my god, the bullets. If it was just like the killing themselves glitch. But I'm more inclined to believe it's the archers now that I've got that little tidbit. Is there a bunch of arrows going this way? Are there a bunch of archers up here? Oh, they got them. Look at that. That might change everything on that side because there's a bunch of archers over there on that little section. How about this side? Have they got a bunch of archers over on here attacking, or are they not yet? And what about the generals? I haven't seen. Oh, the archers. Why are they running out the front? Yeah, look at them go. Come on, soldiers, defend your archers. Defend your archers. I don't know if there's any generals. Oh, speaking of generals, oh no, they're archers. I don't know where the generals are. The generals, they're fast. They only have like 300 health. This whole army's mobilizing now that they've got those tanks, and this is going to be a much harder fight for this troop. Oh, how have I missed this development? This has been going on for a while. Those tanks are doing well, but this is a two-front war now. This side's definitely doing better though, because they're not really getting in close over here. If there's any archers, I don't know if there's any archers. I don't know if there's any captains. I haven't seen any generals, but I mean, they're basically impossible to spot in a pack unless you get right up and close. Let's check that other side again. They've got their whole army's mobilizing now, instead of just half. I don't know if it's going to change anything unless they start deciding that going around this way is quicker, which they very well might. This is starting to, they are starting to break down in their numbers. There is no archers that I can see. Oh no, that's actually plenty of archers. There's a whole contingency. Warriors, generals, I don't see any. If you see any generals, feel free to comment. Oh, because I haven't seen a single one. I thought for a second I saw one, but I don't think I did. It was just a second I thought I saw one, but I think I was missing. But yeah, the archers, I think, are doing the real damage. But this is getting like a much wider attack front with all the reinforcing troops. Hopefully it stays like that. But with the support from up there, it's looking sort of grim. But there's a whole army still to go. There's a whole army. That's sort of the joys of this. Maybe I should have kept the attacking force bigger, but then I don't know if that would have been how that would have gone. I mean, this side's looking worse for wear than the other side. That's all I can say, because they split up and sort of, this has not been the best attack angle at all. And they're very limited in their attack strike angles. I mean, they still got whole forces down here, but I mean, they're not getting up very easily. It's not an easy climb on this side. I mean, they've got a whole. It's gotten harder for the attacking force. I mean, maybe it has changed up a bit. But yeah, I mean, now that they're not focused on that one section, it is a bit. There is a bit more units attacking, but it's still not great, because now they have to run through an open field for longer. It's like the further they push in, the longer into the open they have to push, and so it just becomes harder and harder. Like, there's more and more of them attacking. I mean, this side, for example, they've barely even scratched the end of this, because they're attacking over an open field in one near single file line. It doesn't help that so much of their forces went up this direction. They got one tank, they didn't get the other tanks, so this whole side's got problems. I mean, there's barely a side over here. This section's done damage, but I mean, the fight's becoming more and more impossible the further they push in. I mean, their archers are a bit behind the line, so that's good, but with this layout, they've got a whole stick that goes straight back, whereas the other layout is a bit different. I mean, they haven't even touched this. These units haven't done shit, because they don't have the range, apparently. I thought they might, but it just hasn't been that kind of fight. But there's still a bunch down there, but I don't know if it will exactly turn out in the favor that we think. I mean, these tanks are just sitting here, waiting. When they push up here, these 4 tanks will be absolutely raining down fire. And they haven't even gotten through all these troops yet. So this is certainly interesting. And yeah, it's definitely taking longer. Like, I mean, if this was not going up the hill, the attacking force would have won, because they would have overwhelmed in numbers. Or at least I'd think. Because even with all these forces, like, in a line, they're getting fairly close. But then again, maybe an open field, it's just a longer line of fire to shoot from. And, like, all this cover is actually given them a sort of tactical advantage in a way. Rather, you know, if you're a soldier, you can't really attack over the hills. These guys have the most advantageous position, especially with the tanks as their reinforcements. And you pick one of these, you just get to fire pot shots for ages. And the guys up there don't have to worry about much. They're just looking pretty for the camera. But it's all building up. But I mean, again, still a whole army. I don't know how it will go. We'll have to see. I don't think this side's gonna go well. This side looks like a losing fight. Just simply by how they have to climb the hill. They can't climb in significant numbers, and those tanks actually are firing on the. I just saw a shot fire down. So that's not good at all. They're starting to take consistent shots, which is definitely not good at all. This side is definitely the most well placed for the defending forces, whereas the other side is definitely less well placed. That's for sure. I don't know. This fight looks like it's going to be extended, and I don't know how. Oh, look at all the dead bodies. Jeez, a lot died fighting those tanks. I don't know if this is isn't gonna be easy to commentate. I wonder if the generals have even been in combat and seen combat yet, or if they're still stuck in the crowd. Because I feel like if they were to get up close, they'd do a bunch of damage, but I doubt they have. Or if they have, they died very quick and we never saw them again. Or more like, never actually saw them at all. I'm still looking for them. I was hoping to see one, and maybe if I find one, I'll find more. This has become like a Where's Wally? Or is it like Where's Waldo in America or something like that? Just who can you spot the the general? I don't know if they can like push through their units, but you know, it's looking through 100,000 to find 1,000, and most of them already dead. Ooh, what the hell? This is what happens when you're not looking. This whole unit just died. It's like I saw all the archers that were attacking like normal, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Does that mean there's like the generals caught up to the battle? Let's see. Let's follow up with them. Because I was gonna follow up into the fight and then see what happened, and I guess oh my god. Look at that. we found some charging into battle like madmen. There they go. Oh, and they're dead. And they're gonna die. Look at it. Oh, they're dead. How many more are there? Oh, are there no more? Oh no. Oh, that's the archers charging, and I think we just like saw our last and only ones we'll ever see. We saw 4. There was 4 brave men right there. 4 brave men. Hey, we got to see some. I was like looking desperately for them and wondering if they were the difference. But if they died that quick to them, they probably died that quick in general. It was great. We won. Where's Wally? That's for we were looking for him. We found him. Oh, is that another one? It was another one. There are a few more. There are a few more. That's 5 we've seen. I don't think we're gonna see 1,000. I think a bunch are already dead, but shows there's still a bunch more to come. Yep, there's another one. Dude, now all in that pack. And I just never saw them the entire time. There's surely some down here somewhere. Oh. Imagine being like in this position. Just like looking at this absurdity. You've got like arrows and shields and you're just being shot by things that go straight through everything. It'd be terrifying. I'd like quit. I'd be like, no, I'm running the other way. Sure are a lot of A lot dying. The generals didn't get very far. The generals are down here. That's a sight. I wonder how the other side's going. I feel like this side's going to win. They've still got to beat 4 tanks, which is going to still be a tough ask. But this, compared to, like, this side... Ooh, actually... Ooh. Maybe I'm wrong. That's an interesting development. This looked like it was going nowhere, and now it's gone somewhere. Did the generals catch up? That's what I'm thinking. I feel like the generals caught up and they just do more damage so they can kill quicker. They run in faster and they kill quicker. Let's see. Can we spot any generals on here? Because I feel like the only thing that could have turned the tide so drastically on this side are the generals. Because it was looking... Every single time I checked here, it was looking like a losing battle. And now all of a sudden they've pushed beyond no man's land. Like this was no man's. They were piling here and not making any progress, and now they're making progress. Oh, are the generals in here, or are they just are these just moving their shield down? I think they're just moving their shield down. Interesting. It's a completely different outcome than what was happening before. It's not even close. I mean, even this side's got a little bit eaten out of it. So bizarre. Now, the battle has so drastically changed since the last time I was here. Oh, that is a pile. I wonder how many have just fallen to their deaths. In fact, those tanks are still putting in work too. Like this was looking like a travesty, this whole front, and now it's now it's not. This is the problem with a two-front war. Is that you can't keep track of it at all times. Oh, look at this whole army. Any more generals run up? I don't think so. Man, if there's only one way up, there is a very much a problem now. It looks like there's only one way up. That is not good. Lucky it's a lower rate of fire. That's all I can say. I don't know how this side's gonna go. If they win, I don't know if they're gonna be able to get up unless they can get up. I don't know. Maybe we can do something about it. Maybe we'll just put them on attack up there and see what happens. And we'll get like something out of it. This is interesting though. This fight over here is looking completely different. It's like they pushed past a point and then there was less. Oh, that's a general. That's a general. I see him. Where did he go? No, is he dead? I saw him run in. I saw him running through the pack like a madman. He's gone. Damn. Well, I'm gonna call that like a win on this side as well. We found Wally on this side. This is still this looks really like a really thin like fight. Like there's really not many left to charge up this hill anymore. They're almost all up the hill, so it's still dire, but they've done more than I expected on this side. The other side's gone above and beyond, but I think they're basically at an impasse now. I don't think there's another way up, and I think because there's not another way up, that's the problem. They're definitely not getting up over here, and they're clearly like trying to take shortcuts and falling. It is clearly not going well. Like maybe they could go that way. Like if I'm one of them, could I go that way? Oh. So there's gonna be one Roman left. And we won't talk about that one, Roman. Yeah, this is all gathering up and converging into one line. That's definitely an issue that might have to be addressed. I think this fight is looking fairly obvious. I don't know what the outcome will be, but I think it looks fairly obvious. This is interesting. I'm gonna watch this development. Ooh, maybe the archers did break through. Maybe the archers were part of the breakthrough, because look at this. There's like a number of missing. Oh, this side's done. This side, they're pretty much ones that just fell due to their death. Oh, look at all the arrows flying this far past some of them. They are. Oh, that was an explosion. Is that tank firing as well? No, it's not. Just the ones up there. Would you look at that? I don't think there's... Oh, I was going to say I don't think there's any more generals, but I think I spotted one. Yep, right there. There's still more. Look at him in his brass armor. I think it's brass. I don't know if they wore gold armor. Unless it's bronze. But he's going to be charging into battle with his crazy lunge attacks. Yeah, he's dead. He went around the outside and immediately died. I think he was down there. Oh, there's a few more. Look at that. Running right into the middle and dying immediately. I wonder how many more of them there are. I don't know if it will matter too much. But now they can all divert their focus. Because they're not firing on this side. So the split force advantage that would have worked. Because, I mean, this is sort of the ridge where the difference was split. I think that's the only reason this side survived, as long as because barely a quarter of their force could actually shoot them. Look at that. The units are just charging and falling. Is that? Nope. If it was, they're dead. I keep looking for the generals because it's like it's a fun spot the difference in the sea of the same. I mean, apart from the archers, but they're a lot more obvious to spot because they don't have the well, I'm gonna call it the mohawk, even though it probably has a proper name. The archers don't have that mohawk looking design on their helmets, and the captains do have it. Oh, the captains, the generals do have it, but it's rotated 90 degrees. So it's harder to spot in the crowd because it's the same, it just could be a different orientation, because there's a bunch of units facing different directions that look the same. Man, look at this. They're just pushing over this hill. I mean, that was the easy bit. Now all these units can keep firing because there's no hill in the way. So they'll reach another temporary impasse, but with so many, they'll be able to gather forces quicker because they're not being shot at, like, or they'll have more health, I should say, when they get here now, because they don't have bullets flying past for days hitting the back units. So that's something. And there's still a number of them. There's not a lot. I kind of want to stick around here for the end of the battle because it's getting close, and I don't think that other side will resolve anytime soon. And if it does, well, I'll eat my hat. I've already eaten 2 hats this episode, so, you know, a third won't be that bad if it comes to pass. Yeah. When they run in, they get about 1 or 2 hits in if they're lucky. That's about it. So, you know, 100,000 to what, like, how much was it? 15,000? Something like that? Maybe it was 20,000. I wasn't paying attention. I just, like, there was, like, 200 and some thousand against something. Not much. But, you know, it's interesting. I think that tank's in, like, firing, but it's, like, definitely facing backwards, and I don't know. I'm playing on low graphics, so it doesn't want to swap sides. Yeah, for continuity? No. We're doing this. Yeah, there we go. He has a lot of health left, apparently. I just want you to be facing the right direction because it's annoying me that you're shooting backwards. Without using the turret. All these units, I think all the units that are left are going to die fighting that tank. And they're not even going to be able to try and push up there. I don't even think it's in the realm of possibility. I don't think they'd be able to make it up. I think I'd have to put them on attack and see if they come around and start attacking the other side, because I think that's how it's going to have to be. I think that's realistically what would happen in this situation too. You'd have like your two defending forces attacking these attacking forces, like defending from them. And then if one side falls, like the attacking side loses, the defending side would go in and flank against the other side just to assure the victory. If they knew there wasn't going to be another threat of attack, obviously. But I think that's sort of how it would go. I mean, the numbers are significantly thinning now. They're not running around over the back. They're just getting trapped in this one icky spot. So the numbers are going to be less and less because they're still trying to go for that stupid spot, and a bunch of them are falling to death. So I don't even know if they're going to kill the rest of these units just because they've thinned out so drastically. They keep just falling and looping around and falling, and then I'm sure that most of these are just soldiers that have fallen to their death. Because I don't think, I mean, unless this is just where they fell when they died, which is also very possible. But that's a significant pile. I think this fight will probably resolve itself soon. But it's no, I don't think. Well, this was looking. At least this portion was looking in the favor of the Romans, and now it's not anymore. Not even close, because of the way the direction they're choosing to go up the hill. I think I'm gonna do a quick pass on the other side and then come back just to see the development, so I'm not missing anything. Ooh. I've actually not done too bad, all things considered. I guess the slow rate of fire of these units does a lot to keep them, to give them enough time to run in. I mean, they've done a lot more than I thought they would. I think the archers must have killed off these ones because there's no dead Romans. I think the archers are going to be key to the victory on this side, but I don't know where they're attacking from. I think they just sort of got up here instead of attacking, or got like halfway up, like this one. And then they eventually died. But I think those tanks are going to start coming into play if they're not already in play, which is not good for the Romans. This side, however, look at them. Am I in time to see the last Romans run up? Yep, look at that. It's the last Romans. They're not going to finish off these units. It's a catastrophe. That's all that can be said. This side significantly worse. Just purely by the layout, to be honest. The layout entirely determined how this fight went. Phew, that was a complete miss by the tank. That one wasn't. But this is good. This is going to be a resounding. Actually, it's going to be a resounding victory for this side. Compared to how the other side's gone, this side still got its assault troopers in place. Look at that. Final Romans. There they go. How about that? This side's done. Well, let's look. Let's see what's left. Oh, look at that. Only 100,000 Romans left. So, I guess what's in order now is to do this. Why can't I select them? I want to don't. How do I change teams? Can I not? Can I? I guess I can't. I can't switch teams. I was gonna put them on attack. I thought it might just be interesting to have them flank. I mean, I think this side will probably die before we get there, but still. I wonder how many of them are just falling to their deaths. That'd be a shame. Because there's a lot of units just sliding and falling and sliding. And if it's the case that most of these Romans just fell to their death, because I think that's what it is that most of this side's just fallen to their death. Because the units are dying, they're sliding down to here. They're not going down those paths. Oh well. I think this is it for the Romans. I guess RTS mode will only let me select Team 1. I can't swap to Team 2. For whatever reason, the Team 2 icon isn't there, and I don't know if that's like a me problem or not. But I think there might be an issue with that. Or else I would put these other units on attack and then move them that way. I feel like that would be more interesting to have the forces dynamically move into an attack position. I especially wanted the other side at least in attack form to see what they'd do. To see if they'd like get around in time and then give fire support from the back, because it still looks like there's a fight going on just because those blinking shots. There's that mountain over there that we normally fight on. I wonder if that mountain's on the map. Should check that one out. Next time. Yeah, this is looking grim. This is definitely looking like an obvious outcome now. It was actually surprisingly interesting is that like in a straight fight where the Romans could attack from better angles, this potentially could have been a fight where they won. Though I think in a straight fight as well, there would have been more line of sight sort of problems that the Romans would have to face, as in like the units, like the units with guns, let's put it that way, would be able to fire from further away. Whereas like a lot of like, especially on this side, like I don't know, the the shotgun has just shat the bed. They died very quickly. I didn't expect that. If that was just the archers, well, that was impressive. If they were shooting themselves, not so. But then they fell bad positioning, like as to the other side who actually won. And this side, it's like the positioning, it's the same sort of deal. I mean, only half of them can fight because of the angle, but it's a sort of similar deal. They have to push up across the length rather than from the front. And there's like less of them that are attacking, whereas like when they attack from the front, like the wider section, they can spread their forces out. So then the forces attacking are also spreading their shots out because they have to focus on what's in front of them. But when they're sort of in that line, all the ones at the back can shoot at all the ones at the front, and there's like such a limited attack sort of section for the melee forces. So it's a much more advantageous angle for them to be in, lined up the way they're lined up here and how they were over there, than the other way around, especially when they're behind a hill. Like that was not good. Here, I don't know. I think maybe it was because they were so spread out. The other side was a bit similar. I don't know. Those tanks are in a very dangerous position. I probably shouldn't have put them there, but I don't think it would have made a difference because then they would have all died on the tanks down below. Like down there, they lost a huge chunk of their force to those tanks alone. That side nearly killed 4 tanks. This side killed 2 tanks. But that's because those 4 tanks are up there. But yeah, this has gone on for a lot longer than I was expecting it to, and I'm surprised that I've been able to waffle for this long. But I don't know. This has just gone for a bit. It's tempted to time lapse because I'm just repeating myself at this point. But I don't know. I don't think there's any generals left. I reckon by this point they would have all pushed their way through. I don't know if we can spot any in the piles, like except the ones like we already know, which are like in this section somewhere, vaguely. If there are any generals left, I'd be absolutely shocked. I doubt it. If any were left, they probably fell down. I mean, look at them all falling down. Like, they're surely falling to their deaths. It's kind of it's a disappointing way to end, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Look at that guy doing the weird fucking steps. And then there's these ones which are just like, we've given up hope. Maybe they're stuck. Maybe they can't move from there, which would be bizarre. I'll just nuke them if that's the case. Though we'll probably have that one Roman left that we picked and that just fell straight through to the ground. Those tanks are definitely a force up there. I keep wanting to check the other side, if not it's already done. I'm like, I want to go over there now. It'd be cool if stuff like trees actually got in the way of line of sight. Like if these ones couldn't shoot because of the trees in the way. I mean, as it is now, I feel like I'm shooting the back of the head of my teammate from here. I mean, here at least it makes sense. You can sort of see them. Back here, it's like guesswork. But they're definitely thinning. Like this whole side's, I don't know. Let's see what it's like. There's some archers. So we got 200 health. We're running up. Haven't taken damage yet. Haven't taken damage yet. Haven't taken. Oh, I took a shot. I've taken a couple now. Now I've taken a couple more. Yeah, look at that. So that's what it's like to be a Roman soldier running up this hill. You don't take much damage. Then you get up to about here, and then you get lit up. I wonder if like the problem of the they're pushing up fairly significantly. It's like if they had a better angle of attack, they might have done a lot better on this side. I wonder if most of their problem is that a bunch of their archers have fallen to their deaths. I mean, there's quite a few gatherings. Like, this is a bit suspicious of a spot. I don't think I don't think many died over here. Like, I expect there to be lots of death, but like up here, there's lots of death. It seems like it's just piling of bodies, and I don't think many bullets get down here. So I think a lot of the death that's here is just fall death. Look at it. I mean, I don't know if the bullets were reaching here before, but I mean, a couple of bullets come down here, but not enough bullets to do this much damage. Like, that's a field of bodies for what seems like no reason. And that's the problem that this side's faced. Is that like a super thick line of troops? It really is. Look at that. Yeah, just like one long mohawk. Yeah, he's getting sketchy, that's for sure. There's still a bunch left. I mean, but there's less melee units than units with guns now, so I mean that sort of says it all, really. You know how tempting it is to nuke this as the finish and go, yeah, we're done. I mean, I know we did that by accident once, but now I want to do it on purpose. I just want to nuke them. You know, when you know the outcome, it's not as interesting. Like this whole side was an interesting fight, and now we know what's gonna happen, and it's like, less interesting. The blood goes a long way, though. It's not many now, it's just this pile of bodies. I just want to see someone die when they fall, just to know that they died from falling. Because I'm seeing just bodies slide out constantly. I don't know what's happening. These little bodies sliding out. And I don't know why and from where, but it's happening. Yeah, there's two more. They just... Yeah, there's another one. Where are they coming from? They come... There's more. They just fallen from up there and then they just slide on out. Dude, this is the most interesting thing about this battle at the moment, is trying to figure out like where these sliding bodies are coming from in particular. Look at them. They just slide out. I assume it's coming from that section, but there's no way to tell. Hey, look at these guys go. They're just absolutely being sent. Oh dear. Look at them go. It's fucking wild. I'm like trying to figure out where tumble becomes like slide of doom. Like that's what, look at them. Is it like units are suffocating because they're so tightly packed? I mean, because if that's the case, that's fucking weird, man. Every now and again, like, units just slide on out. I don't know where the hell they're coming from. Come on, yeah, okay. Someone watching this, like, I don't know why I'm so caught up on this, but it's like the most befuddling fact so far. That some units are just sliding out. Like, most of the units that are falling are just tumbling. Okay, you're going, you're going. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. I wish I could point to the ones that I'm, like, saying you're going to. There's no pointer. Oh, there's some falling down center screen. Oh, there's a couple sliding out. Maybe that was them. I don't know. I wonder if we'll see as they thin out. I still haven't, like, picked it up. You see a couple, like, center screen is where I'm trying to line up. I think that's where they're falling from and then sliding down. But it's like... It's hard to say. I'm trying to keep the fight in the battle, because there are some people that just want to see the fight and how it's turning out. And meanwhile, I'm just here going, where are these damn bodies coming from? I mean, I don't know. It's sort of, like, mysterious. I mean, I know where there's some that just fall and just keep going and they tumble and tumble, but the sliding ones are suspicious. And by suspicious, I mean they're mysterious, not suspicious in the least. Yeah, let's go and check out. Let's see how far they pushed in. Yeah, not bad. They're at the trees now. It's a little bit further than before. I think they were just in front of the tree before. Now they're just past it. It's impressive considering they got tanks firing. They still got sliding buggers. Oh, that guy fell and died. I don't think that the fight's not going anywhere near the Romans' favor. Like, they're just... This is sad. They were tumbling, regrouping, tumbling and regrouping. Oh. It is definitely the most interesting part of the fight. I don't know, it's been like an hour that I've been recording for. And it was interesting for 50 minutes. I can say that much. Hopefully you're here just for the shenanigans of the falling, because that's what's interesting me at the moment. You know, when the outcome is known, it's just delayed. It's like an inevitable like sort of outcome. You gotta find like the interest in something. And I feel like, you know, this sliding mystery, I think that's what's most important about this at the moment. It seems to have stopped as they've not been gathered up like absolute mongoloids, but you know. I just realized how bloodstained this mountain is. The green was somehow coming through more in my brain than the red was for a bit, and now all I see is red. Jesus. It goes far. Oh, that guy's on an adventure. Look at him go. Oh, he's back up too. Oh. Yeah, he's back up. I kind of want to be a tank. I want to be a tank. I hope you support my decisions. I'm going to finish this myself. You. Come on. We got a mission. We're down. We're going down. Hate that you have to stop and shoot. Oh. This is fun. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to fuck with the Romans until the very end. Oh, Romans, guess who's got a bigger gun? I'm gonna just charge into them. This is gonna change the course. Well, it's gonna change like how this is going, but this is more fun. Let's be honest, this is way more fun. Yes. Yes. Look at this. This is lovely. This is what? The fuck was that? Look at him coming with me. Hi. Look at them all follow me. Look at that. Oh my, are they just coming down to say hi or like? Oh. This has been fun. Well, that was fun. Have fun, tank. I've put you in a more interesting position. Oh, that was all that was left. Was it? No. Yes? Maybe? Oh, romance. I know there are some attacking this tank. Oh, come on. Yeah, I can't attack them. But I know there was some. There was like some Romans hiding out down here, wasn't there? Yeah, there you go. There's some. I don't know how many that was. No! Oh. This is just a slip and slide. That's what this is. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hello there. I see you. Yes. Cop that. son of a bitch. Yeah, there you go. Oh, will I get that guy? No. Oh, well. That was fun. Wonder if there's any more hidden Romans. I guess now's the time to try and put them on attack. All you guys. What? Oh no, I can't. I can only pick from the Romans. How boring. Oh well, I had my chaotic fun. I don't know if there's any Romans anyway. If there are, I'll nuke them. Okay, it's nuke time. It's nuke time. Here we go. Oh. Bye. Look at him. They're just falling down mountain. That's great. Why are they all funky looking? They weren't that funky looking before. Whoa. Well, if you like this video, actually I should say, I think we're gonna conclude this wonderful video here. I don't know where all the units are left that are the Romans. I don't know if they like fell through the ground like that one Roman. But we'll see. We'll just nuke down here, see what happens. But if you liked this video, feel free to give this video a like. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, feel free to give my channel a subscribe. There's always more content like this coming around. If you enjoy, well, I think with all these nukes, we'll conclude the video. Have a good one, and see you in the next video. Bye.